A very good afternoon to our lovely viewers. I come to you on a day like this, on the 17th of June 2026, in today's edition, whereby we're gonna make our focus look at the international news in a way that we talk about this, that, and that, such that we see how things go outside around the world. Your usual presenter to you today, Muzukulu Wankali. I'm presenting to you this program, and we're gonna cover two topics. Generally, we're gonna look at two topics, as you shall be seeing. Our first headline is the repatriation of the body of the former president of Zambia, and then lastly we shall look at the sanctions, the travel bans that are yet to be imposed on 236 more countries by the Trump's administration. For starters, let's start with the news of the repatriation of the body of the former president of Zambia. Yesterday, the family, together with the government, came to an agreement whereby they resolved all the misinformation that they had, the conflict they had between between the family and the government in Zambia. As I had told you before, the body of the former president, Edgar Lungu, was supposed to be repatriated on the 11th. Where's the pen? Why did you come into my videos? You didn't see that I was recording. So, the body of the body of the former president was supposed to be repatriated last week on the 11th. Last week on the 11th, it was a Wednesday. As I informed you about that, it was to be the time the body was supposed to be repatriated. And what was done at home in Zambia, remember Edgar Lungu was a president of Zambia between 2005 and 2021, and his party was the Patriotic Front, as the political party that brought him to power. So the big people, the big heads into the Patriotic Front, were organizing together with the family, they were organizing their way in a way that they see how they're gonna pay the last respect to the fallen soldier, that is the president. Then on the other hand, the government was also organizing the same, which brought confusion between the mourners, because they're asking what is really supposed to be done, because the government is arranging that, and the government and the family, together with the Patriotic Front, we are arranging to have a different sites for the mourners to pay the last respect to the body of the fallen soldier. So that aside, it delayed the repatriation of the body from South Africa back to Zambia. In the delay, the government, if I talk about the government, I mean the president and all his cabinet. They came to a drawing board whereby they chose to stay low and try to negotiate with the family and see what really does the family want, and after picking out a few things what the family is interested in, they'll be like, okay, let's do this and this, because this is a former president, cannot just be repatriated in any way just like a normal person. But to take you back, how did Edgar Lungu come to this condition? So Edgar Lungu and the family were not in good terms with the current regime in Zambia, because Edgar Lungu, who is the deceased at the moment, claimed that he was not allowed to leave the country, whereby he could at least seek medical attention in time, because the time we went to South Africa, perhaps it was too late for him to be at least in any way to better his health. So the family put it on the president of Zambia that it is because of you that our beloved president, family member, head of the family, is no more. And they ask, how do you come in at this time whereby he's already gone? And the family will think that this was the wish of the president of Zambia, that Edgar Lungu can die eventually. You know, as a family, you can think whatever you can think, because if someone in power does not allow you to take your beloved ones to seek medical attention where it can be done best, because Edgar Lungu having got complications with his health, he was like, oh, perhaps it is South Africa where I can go and take medical attention. And when he left the country, perhaps it was too late. So the family puts it on the government that it is because of you that Edgar Lungu is no more. So why now you come to be interested in the body of the fallen soldier, that he has to be given a state funeral? So for starters, the family was like, no, we do not even need a state funeral. For what? Because the time the president left, the former president left the country, he left as a normal person. So why right now you claim that you want to give the president, the former president, a state funeral? But that for this long, because remember he died early this month on the 5th of June. So all this time long, they've had talks between the family and the government to come up with a conclusive point in a way that they can pay the last respect to the former president with a state funeral. And the family has come to the government. The family and the government have come to a drawing table, whereby they agree that the body now will be flown from South Africa to go back to Zambia on the 18th of this month, and that is tomorrow. Tomorrow the body will be thrown to Zambia, and it will be the body will be received by the family members, and then after the guard of honor by the army will be presided. The body will be presented over to the army. So basically that is it. But before then, the official mourning will start on Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then on Sunday, which will be the 22nd of this month, there will be the official state funeral that will be given to the former president, Edgar Lungu, who is the 6th president of Zambia. To you who is over there listening to this news that is happening in Zambia, what do you come to understand? What do you learn from this? Because we see two presidents, one winning the other, 2 times, and then the other wins the third time, because these are 2 presidents that contested together for presidents 3 times. The person that we are talking about now, Edgar Lungu, won 2 times against the current president, Hakainde Hichilema. And then, at last, that was 2021, Edgar Lungu lost with a big margin to the current president. The current president, as you all know, if you are in the opposition, in most of the countries, you can be treated in the worst scenarios that you can even never dream to have ever in your life. So at the time Edgar Lungu was in power, he could treat the current president the way that he wanted. He was even imprisoned and the charges that were put on him are treason charges, whereby he spent into the prison. He was imprisoned for a couple of days, close to 3 months, actually close to 4 months. So perhaps the current president was repaying back to block his way out. I don't know, but you can look at it in a way that this president, the current president, was paying back and never wanted Edgar Lungu to go out to seek medical attention, because perhaps at that time he was feeling that the only way that he can get the medical attention could go to South Africa, and when he goes to South Africa, that time it could, in one way or the other, help him be better, to better his health, one way or the other. But then that was not done, and when it was not done, this is what happened. What happened was, the time he went to South Africa, his medical health, his medical condition was very, very bad, and the doctors and all the healthy facility where he went could do less on his health. But at last, the body is going to be repatriated tomorrow on the 18th of June, and the official mourning will start on Thursday, on the 19th. Then on Sunday will be the state funeral, and this time round he's gonna be buried. He's gonna be buried in the place where they put the bodies of the people who were presidents. The same place where very many presidents in Zambia were buried. So that is it if we go to Zambia. Then if we go, then in our news headline today, the US government, led by President Trump, is planning to impose travel bans to 36 countries. I believe if you've been into the news, you've heard about the travel bans that were imposed on 12 countries. And those 12 countries, we could say that they are war-prone at the moment. The likes of Libya, DRC Congo, and Sudan, you know very well that those countries are war. Actually, at the moment, they are at war. It being that they are at war, those countries were told that whoever is coming from such and such countries is not allowed to travel to the US. Is not allowed to travel to the US. what does this really mean? So on addition of the 36 countries, they include our beloved Ugandan nationals won't be allowed to access travel requirements to the United States. Actually, this is big because the United States at the moment, they'll be having the Olympics. At the moment, they have the Club World Cup, whereby very many teams have went to the US to compete for the prestigious Club World Cup trophy. Next year, US together with Canada and Mexico will host the FIFA World Cup. If you find yourself that you're coming in any of the countries, just imagine Uganda qualifies for the World Cup. Just imagine you qualify for the World Cup. That team, okay, for now, it is still a consideration that they will add 36 countries, which Uganda features. Just imagine one of the countries, because on the list, actually it's a long list, but on the list, Uganda is there, Democratic Republic of Congo is there, Tanzania is there, Chad is there, very many countries. If you try to look for the list, try to make a way of getting the list because the list is long. But I'm just looking at a bigger picture, what this might mean, because there is no way politics of any country won't affect you, because at the moment we see the missile attacks that are going on between Iran and Israel, and you know that Israel is backed by the US. So in one way or the other, US will come and be part of this war. So whatever is happening between Israel and Iran affects you directly or indirectly. If you do not know that this affects you, this is the way that is going to affect you. Just imagine you over there watching this video not knowing what is really going to happen in the time to come. Just imagine that you are put onto the list, your country is put onto the list which the travel ban will be imposed. It means you won't be able to access the land of the United States. And the reason as to why this travel ban is going to be imposed, the US government is giving 60 days for all these countries to meet the US security standards. If they do not, actually at the moment we are on to probation. These 36 countries are onto probation of being onto the list of those countries that their nationals are not allowed to be in the United States. You might be there watching like, what will I even need in the US? What will I really need in the US? And if you look at this, if you look at it as of now, you will eventually not need anything to be in the US. But for the case of Uganda, featuring on the list, take it for example, if our country qualifies for the World Cup, and this travel ban is in place, it means that our national team won't be able to go to the United States. Okay, we can say if they stop us from going to the United States, this tournament is being hosted by USA, Canada, and Mexico. Perhaps our national team will go to Mexico or Canada, whereby we do not have travel bans. But then look at it in a bigger picture that our team goes very, very far, and going very, very far in the tournament means that you have to be you have to play your matches perhaps in US, in one of the provinces, one of the states in the US. This means that your team, it being that you have a travel ban entering the US, won't be able to be into that country. This is basically, we might see it as minor at the moment, but this travel ban might cause danger in what we do, in how we move. Basically, that is it. As of today, I won't stay for long. I just want to wish you a good day, good health, and a good well-being wherever you are. Whoever is working, make sure that you make money. I insist that you make money, make more money. If you have a chance of making money, try your level best to make money in the best way possible. Because if you don't have money, my friend, if you do not have money. And then lastly, I'm so grateful for all the subscribers and those that come into the comment section and tell us how we can improve, how you like the programs, and how we can better this. Thank you so much. I won't proceed more from this. This is the end of our story, of our podcast. Please stay tuned for more, and subscribe on our YouTube channel, such that, and stay notified. You turn off the notification bell such that you stay notified of any update that we put. Please stay well until we meet another time. Stay blessed. Your host, Muzukulu Ankali. As always, until we meet again, have a good